This tutorial is an introduction to the GeoGebra app. This is a dynamic software that is really great for allowing students to make connections between algebra and geometry and to really deepen their understanding of many mathematical concepts. So from your browser, go to www.geogebra.org and select Start GeoGebra. From here, you'll see 6 different views that you have available, and each of those are for different mathematical objects. The ones that we'll use mostly will be the geometry and algebra. But right now I'm going to click geometry, and that will take me to a pretty much a blank screen. It's the graphics window, but I would like to see the grid and the axes. So we're going to go over here to the style bar and select the type of grid that we want and the axes. I will want to put the algebra view in place also, so I'll need some extra room over here to the left. So then I'm just going to move my grid to the middle of the screen. Then go over here to the file and click view and algebra. So now that brings up this input window on the left hand side. That will allow me to input any kind of mathematical object that I would like. For instance, a point, so say 3, 4, and that will plot that point. Or the equation of a line, say y equals 2x plus 3. Okay. So you can either select objects in the graphics window, or you can select them in the algebra view. If I want to turn certain objects off, I can just deselect them in the algebra view. That's really the easiest way. One of the great things about GeoGebra is it allows students to discover mathematical concepts. And for instance, being able to see the effects of the change of slope and the y-intercept on a line, we can just enter the general equation y equals mx plus b. Once I hit enter, then it recognizes that I have multiple variables, and it wants to create sliders for the b and the m. So I will go ahead and do that, create sliders, and then that shows the line, but it shows the line now with these values for the slope and the y-intercept, which I can then change. So now when I change my slope, I can see that as it gets more positive, that the slope of the line, or the steepness of the line, actually increases. And as we get the slope to decrease, then the steepness of my line decreases. It also allows the students to see that changing the y-intercept simply just moves the line up and down. That it's just a vertical shift for that line. The other great thing is that it shows the students the actual equation of the line. So they're constantly getting to see that y equals mx plus b form. I would also like to introduce you to the tools up at the top. Each tool has a drop-down menu that allows you to choose other tools. I want to show you how to create a parallel line. So I'm going to go back and turn on my point A, and then I'm going to choose parallel line. Now, down at the bottom, it shows me exactly what I need. So I need to choose a point and then a line. And then I'm going to choose my line here, and that will automatically create a parallel line. What I can also do then is to change my sliders. So now if I change my y-intercept, that will show that here when the lines are parallel, they still have the same slope and different y-intercepts. I can also change the slope slider, and that will show that both lines will end up with that, again, same slope in order to keep them parallel. So just another way to allow the students to discover those kinds of relationships. But this is one of the things that I really love about GeoGebra, is that it allows for students to really discover and see the patterns of mathematical concepts.